Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with...
No hair, Baron. I mean, Oberon.
And me, Banshee. Yes, he took the plunge and shaved his head. Sorta.
I really like wearing it longer, but at a certain point, I just do have to cut it. And I'm just not ready to go into a barber and wear a mask and do that. So I went out and got myself a clipper, and I said, well, I guess just do it. Just do it.
Hey, Irish. Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
So, yeah, a little bit of a change around here.
Oh, well.
So I hope everybody is doing well. Things are still so crazy around here with the virus. I don't know what to say. But maybe we'll be doing an update reading on that soon, a video on that. So look for that sometime in the near future, I think. And also, what else is coming in the near future?
In general,
like tomorrow.
In general, we owe a lot of content, but our weekly content is still going on. My emotional exchanges will be on tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time at 10. So I hope you can tune in for that. And then Banshee's program, Material Matters, will be on Sunday at 10.
And then,
of course, is it Monday?
It is, well, are we going to, yeah, I guess it is. It's Monday. We're going to release our modality.
The monthly modality messages, which is a monthly reading for the signs of the zodiac as arranged by their modality, which is a very interesting concept that I came up with, but she made happen.
Also, stay tuned for anybody who wants longer readings. We will be setting up a little shop. And I can tell you one of the first things I'll be offering, besides just some standard small readings, because we're going to start out small, but we will offer some New Year's readings that will be different types. There'll be you could get a New Year's Lenormand spread. You could get a Wheel of the Year spread starting in Halloween going forward. Or, like the ones that start in January to December, you can get a monthly outlook spread.
And these are readings that you in particular, but me a little bit too, we've been doing these kind of readings for decades for our friends or for other clients that we might have had. So we're pretty good at it. The year-long reading is kind of a tradition in this household. We've done them on certain sacred nights of the year, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, Halloween, anything like that. It's all good, and it's always an occasion to just take a gander at a year ahead.
And we'll offer either email readings or video readings when we do that, your choice. And so look for that happening soon. Of course, those will come with a price attached to them, but we will still be doing our live stream readings as usual.
We'll always do that.
Yes. And welcome Irish and Gina to the show as well.
Oh, hi, Gina.
Did you want to tell her? We used the intro again with the DNA. Maybe it'll become a standard feature.
Yeah, if anyone noticed our intro was slightly different, we've included a little movie within the movie of the wonderful Helix gift that Gina got us, and just spirals around. It almost moves in time to that jazzy music.
It's beautiful. It really
Thanks, Alma.
is.
I see that. Thank you. I'm still getting used to it. It's a little bit extreme for me.
No comment from... No, I think whatever he does, he always looks wonderful. Right, Mr.
Well, like
O?
I said, I don't normally do this. I think the last time I did this was maybe about 5 years ago, and then the last time before that was like maybe when I was 10 years old.
I think it's a COVID thing.
No.
Well, in that, because, the hair tends to grow out long. We never know when we're going to get to the barber shop. So cut it all off and save yourself the trouble for a while, because we might be in this for the long haul. All right. So anyway, today's reading for the collective is going to be from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. And they can be read upright or reversed, so have at it, Mr. O. No peeky. Up, you got one, and it's upright. Wow, it's Gaia's Garden. Hey, what a wonderful thing to get at harvest time, eh?
Fruition, abundance, Reaping What You Sow. That's card number 18, Gaia's Garden.
18. 8 and 1 is 9.
Boom, boom.
My lucky number. Okay. So Gaia's Garden. In Gaia's Garden, you have everything you need to make your dreams come true. There is no shortage of anything, and you're constantly reminded of the law of supply. Gaia is the infinite spirit manifest in all tangible things. She represents the abundance of nature. When she comes to you as an ally, she invites you to partake of all the blessings of life. There will always be enough for everyone. Success comes to you from the fruits of your intentions, and all is well with the world as a result. This is also a sign to remind you to give thanks and maintain an attitude of humility and gratitude as your greatest good now manifests for you. Gaia's gifts are sweeter when you share them with others.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. And so we'll get to our decks then. I have my 3 decks, and here comes the Sun Man.
And as you can see, for those who were in here on Sunday's show, we were sitting in our new comfy furniture and doing the show from there. We decided to move back here today, and here is Sunny, right on cue.
Hi, Mr. Sun Man.
They couldn't get in the picture as well from where we were doing the show. We may do that again on occasion. We'll see as he knocks down the camera.
Thanks, Sun Man.
You want to help?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so what decks are you using today, Mr.
Well,
O?
I was trying to tell us, but it doesn't look like it's possible anymore. I'm using the Crow's Magic Tarot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get...
That's the back. And that's the 7 of Wands.
Okay.
Nice little raccoon there. Whoops.
I'm trying to move it so I can
Sorry,
get there.
you can't.
There. No, it's getting some of the board in. So if we have to...
Inadequate.
Inadequate.
And then I'm also using the Legend Tarot, which is the Arthurian Tarot. It's kind of unique and different. I don't really use it a whole lot.
Uh-oh. Hopefully you'll know what all the cards are.
The 7 of Spears, which I'm believing spears are actually wands, but I'm not sure.
Uh-oh. What?
We'll find out. Well,
obviously, if we see something sword-like, we'll know those are the ones.
and then the Dame Fortune Tarot, and that's Death.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I haven't used that one in a while here. So
Well, I haven't switched up yet, but definitely 2 decks will be gone Sunday. As I use, this will be one of them, but I love it, and it will be back at some point. We have the Light Seers Tarot. And here's a more kinder, friendlier, gentler looking 10 of Swords than some of them are. Such a beautiful deck, though. But I will give it a rest for a while as we move into fall. And then I have something that may stick around for a little bit. The Everyday Witches Tarot by Deborah Blake and Elizabeth Alba. And that is the World card. And, I didn't mention the beautiful Light Seers Tarot is by Chris Ann. And then the deck that really doesn't have a name or an author per se listed, it is the Golden Girls Tarot. And there we have
Pirate Sophia.
Pirate Sophia. I couldn't stop laughing. She looks awesome. And this deck is awesome. And finally, for the Lenormand, I'm using one more time the Healing Light Lenormand. And that will be gone because I'll be using the Halloween Lenormand for a while during this season.
And I'll probably bring out a couple of my more goth tarots. I have a Vampire Tarot, a Gothic Tarot, all kinds of dark tarots for the dark time of the year, the Halloween time. We have a Halloween tarot,
I am
too.
going to be bringing out the... Oh, yeah, we got to bring out the Halloween tarot at some point.
Yeah.
But, of course, that has different suits, like bats and...
Oh, dear, whatever will I do?
So that'll be tricky. And then we have, of course, the new Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, which I've been dying to use. So needless to say, that will be coming out soon.
Well, don't compliment me too much on my haircuts because I only get 1, 2, or none a year. And I think it's been well over a year since I got a haircut. So
Compared to mine, I think his hair grows very slowly.
I don't know. You've had it that long for a while.
No, actually, I can reach down here now without even trying.
Nobody cares about that.
He's a little jealous of my hair.
You want me to cut your hair? I've
No!
learned how to do this.
So Gina is right. Giving is so much fun, but receiving is equally as, or I should say, whatever. Receiving is also loving. Giving is so much fun. I love to give. I
think
love to receive.
You should receive a haircut from me.
I don't want that. I've seen what he does. He kept wanting to cut my bangs, and believe me, I want my bangs cut, but nah. No, we won't go there. So, anyway, let's get on with the show.
Yeah,
We've killed a lot of time here, and we may have a short night tonight. We'll see how it goes. We'll show up. But right now in the room, unless I missed anybody, I have Acel, Libra Cusp, Angel Mary, Alma, Lisa, Irish Capricorn, and Gina.
Yes, and that's
Okay.
it, I believe. I don't believe there's anybody else since Gina. So there
All
we
right
go.
then.
So,
On with the show. Hey, Acel, you are up.
oh, my.
And hopefully we aren't having any problems.
No.
No stream problems. So I wonder
We also
again.
had stream problems on Sunday, too, yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know if it was because we switched locations in the room. Kind of weird. Who knows? Maybe it's the Wi-Fi. But I don't know. Our TV's in that room. You would think it wouldn't be a problem. Anyway.
Well, when we were first having our problems, we were advised to get an Ethernet cable and just hook directly into the Ethernet.
Which we have.
And that did seem to make a difference. But this last time we couldn't figure out exactly what this might be. And of course, some people said they were having stuttering on their own end. And that was when we weren't stuttering. So
Yeah.
it was very confusing. Anyway, here we
Oh,
are.
thank you, Gina. Yes, please like us. Please like us.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. All right.
I'm in a pretty good mood today, all things considered. This has been a pretty good day.
Well, that's one
Our
of us.
card of the days have not been that good lately. Aw, thank you, Gina. We like you too, all of you.
But I've not been in a good mood today. I've been sore and cranky all day. I feel like muscles are hurting or bones are hurting, and I'm not exactly sure why, other than lack of exercise.
I said he needs to stretch more and exercise, but so do I, so I'm not going to argue with him. I've just been luckier on the bone end, but I've gained some weight, and I vow this train is going to turn around. All right.
Is this where somebody makes a bad caboose joke?
No, it's not.
Okay, good.
So, Acel, go ahead and type your question. What else is up? Anything new in our lives? Other than new furniture? New used furniture?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay. That's advice for you, Mr. O.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No, actually, Acel, let me see. No, we don't see your question.
Please post that again then.
Wait, maybe it came now. Nope.
Black seed oil. So interesting. So it's like, is it a ointment to take, or do I rub it on muscles, or what do I do with it?
Physical therapy, Gina. I've been there a few
Oh, yeah,
times,
me
and
too.
I should be doing some of those
Why don't you go
exercises
lay
I
down? Here,
was
come
given.
here.
But
Lay down.
thankfully, right now, none of my pains return. But all that is telling me, and especially with fall coming and the colder temperatures, I really am on borrowed time if I don't get back into my routine.
You know, having many years, literally 40 years of back problems with my lumbar and my sciatica and my bulge disc, physical therapy was the thing that finally made the biggest difference for me.
Huge difference.
But the thing is it's really lifelong. You just really have to make it a part of your routine.
And then our personal trainer, who could have been a physical therapist, really, and she should go into that because the gym thing with the way COVID's going is not working out real well. So I miss her. I mean, she did wonders for me, and I'm sure that's why my bones and muscles are still in the good shape they are in.
Thank you. That's good to know. Some of it was like tendonitis or something in my left hand here. Oh, it was so sore. Anytime I was holding something, I felt like it was just wincing with pain a little bit.
Hey, Sal, we still don't see your question. So I'm not sure if there's a problem. You've retracted a couple questions.
Well, I think it was just that little icon.
Oh.
I think I've seen that icon before there.
Yeah.
Emoji.
So please type your question if you can. Try again, and we'll see what happens.
Thanks, Lisa. I'm going to look into that.
Maybe you want to type that note in there too. So, let's see. Okay, I like that. I'm not sure if anything will make me do it more than the other, but because actually I really got into working out and exercise. I really did, but it's going to be different now. And I do think we're going to get some bikes at some point too. But before we start riding again, I want to make sure that, I'm doing some of the workouts I need to make sure my muscles are in shape for it.
Sun Man, you keep
Hey, Poetic Past, welcome. Hi, welcome back.
Hi, Poetic.
We'll get you on the list.
That's right. We're all friends here. Thank you. Even Sun Man, who keeps knocking over the camera. Sun Man, I'm looking at you.
I'm going to give Asel just another couple minutes in case there's a problem. And I see Libra's already putting the question out there. Okay, Libra, just give us a second. We're going to try to get Asel's question.
Well, maybe Libra knows that maybe Asel's going to have to be come back to if they don't.
Well, it's possible they left, so
Yeah,
I'll
they
just
may have
give them
fallen
another
out.
moment, and that's all.
Okay. Hey, you. What's up, you?
We can always squeeze in Asel after Libra, I guess, if they get the question out there. So maybe we can do that. Okay, Libra, we're going to go ahead with your question till we hear from Asel.
Right, we'll just put Asel in right after then.
And if you could type that if you see him, just let him know. No. Just let him know if
Okay.
he gets the question. She
I'll
gets
try
the
to do
question. Here you go.
Alrighty. Hey, you.
You stay here. You will stop causing trouble. You know. You adorable
I should try to
troublemaker.
do more yoga. I only do the very couple of things I know that have been helpful with my back.
Our trainer used to sneak in some yoga maneuvers in our early days. I think she did a few at the end, but I remember doing that, what is it, the downward whatever? Downward dog, I think it's called. I'm not sure. Something else. I forget the names. I used to make her crazy because I would always call the exercises she gave us something other than what they were called. I'd say, "Are you making us do that blah, blah, blah thing again?" And she'd just stare at me incredulously.
Cool.
Okay. Should go ahead there. We have the Two of Swords reversed for you, Libra. We have the Eight of Wands, and that's upright. Love the green on this card. We have the Hanged Man reversed. Well, so what does it mean? What does it mean? It seems like there's just a lot of energy that's going to be happening. You know, it's going to be, you're just going to feel a lot of energy and be on the go. But, you know, I think you got to be careful of some balance issues here, you know. You got to kind of slow it down a little bit so that you make sure that, you know, you're thinking clearly and logically, and you're weighing decisions carefully before you make them. You may have some choices coming up. And I think this is a time, too, where you're going to be more self-absorbed than really giving to others or thinking about others. It's really going to be more about yourself.
Well, the energy of this moment or this time that's coming to you, thanks, Sun Man, is compelling you to make a decision of sorts or to create a direction to move into. A part of you has been kind of resistant to that because you sort of want more information, you want more detail about, or more assurance that you feel you're moving in the right direction. But another part of you seems to be maybe closer to the guiding principle, and that idea is that you are thinking more about what your needs are instead of maybe thinking about everybody else. And that's not to say that you're being selfish here. It's really, in my mind, really more about saying it is time to think more about yourself and to actually put your priorities for yourself in order. And it just seems like you are really quickly moving towards that point of kind of putting that out there.
Right. I really feel that, as he said, the Hangman reversed is not about...
You said it too.
I did. It's not about selfishness, but it is really about, you know, time for you. And maybe so a lot of that energy that you're going to be spending is going to be on yourself, on your well-being, on, like I said, maybe making choices that are more affirming, you know, for yourself.
He's
But
just
beware.
looking at me with puppy dog eyes.
Puppy dog eyes.
I know, it's kind of weird.
Cat. Let me get my Lenormand as I try to swivel my little holder around here. So the 3-week retreat program, that's an online program, eh? Because it says to stretch and tone at home. All right, here's your Lenormand. Let's see what we've got. Well, not sure about this, but it looks as though you've got the ship and you've got the child. This could be that you might be taking a short trip, very small trip somewhere.
You're taking baby steps towards this trip that leads you towards this decision or this action.
Maybe, or it could be that that is part of it. You know, it's just getting away for a little bit and having some time to yourself. You know, even if it's just a walk in the woods somewhere. You know, maybe you have to stay overnight somewhere. But it's like a very short trip. The other thing it could indicate, because there is a child here, there might be, there's a possibility, you have children, that maybe a child is taking a trip or coming back from a distance, something like that.
Maybe the child is the one taking the trip. Maybe the child has to go distance to school or some other situation that's coming up.
Oh, thanks, Gina. Okay, I'll check that out.
Thank you.
So, at any rate, that's what we see. So I don't know what's coming, but something like with movement and travel. And, it's funny because we have the ship card and we have the Eight of Wands card, which is, they're both cards of movement and energy. So I think that there's going to be a lot of shifting going on for you, Libra, as far as shifting your energy into different directions.
It's just coming into a direction you want to, where you're really going to look at yourself and say, what do I want right now? And it's coming soon.
And that's what we have for you, Libra. And hey, Asal, if you are still here, you can try again anytime to get your question out there, and we'll try to squeeze you in.
And you're welcome to, Gina. Libra. And you're always welcome, Gina. Everyone is welcome.
Okay, so Angel Mary, you are next, and then after Angel Mary is Alma, Lisa, Irish Capricorn, Gina, and Poetic Past.
All right. And the Sun Man has totally co-opted our staging area for the reading, so we're just going to let it go for now.
He seems pretty comfortable, but he likes to play with that camera.
He likes to knock it over.
Yes. Well, that was one advantage of the living room situation. And honestly, they're really funny. You know, these, the people we got the furniture from had pets. So I don't know if that's the problem, but they're very wary of the new couches. They haven't quite got used to them yet.
Yeah, they're just checking it out slowly, and they don't feel totally comfortable. At any rate, hi Angel, we have your reading here. Ah, okay.
I have no idea what that is.
Well, that's okay. We don't need to know exactly what that is.
But that's okay. We will find out.
So let's break in my legend, the Arthurian.
So how do you want to do it? Do you want to do 3 cards and just take a look at this? Instead of a yes-no?
Okay, yeah, we'll do it that way.
That.
So we're just going to take a gander and see what the cards tell
And
us.
if it seems ambiguous, maybe we'll end it with a yes-no. So we'll see.
Nice shuffly.
For those of you who follow us on Twitter and Facebook, there might be some Halloween haiku again this year. It won't be as much as last year, but there may be some coming.
But if you missed our Halloween haiku, it was every day on Twitter and Facebook. And then on Halloween night, we did a film, we had pre-recorded it, of us reciting all of the Halloween haikus with a little bit of costumes and Halloween spooky effects. So you can see that on our YouTube channel. It's in one of the playlists, the funny stuff playlist. It's about half an hour, and it's really great Halloween haiku.
Shall I? Or you will? Okay. You got room by yourself there, so let's see what you get.
All right. So our first card is the Page of Swords. Okay, Spears was wands.
Spears are wands. Now we know.
Well, I've seen Spears as a sub for wands in other decks. So the Page of Swords.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, sunny.
Very Celtic design to the cards a little bit, Arthurian
He
or whatever.
moved it.
The Two of Shields, which I believe would be the Pentacles.
Yes.
He loves these cards.
I think so.
And then the Ace of Spears reversed. And that
So that's the Ace of Wands.
So it's like the Ace of Wands, right. This is like the pentagrams.
So what is that again? Which one?
That's the Two of Shields, so it's the
Two of Pentagrams.
reversed.
2 of Pentagrams, Ace of Wands, and Page of Swords. I'll let you go ahead first.
Okay, well, with the Page of Swords,
Okay.
Energetic technique. I just wanted to see what they were saying. This is a new opportunity. This is definitely movement here. The Page of Swords is a good card for this because it adds that air element, which is about the mind's element, so it's very engaging from that point of view. The page is employed in energy, is energetic, is diplomatic, is tactful, is sort of leading the way.
Well, I think the Page of Swords also indicates, you know, that this is a very good choice for you. Also that, oh God, I had a thought and then I lost it. I'll go back to that one. I want to go on to that's the Two of Pentacles. You know, it may take you some time to adjust, to get things just right in this venture. There's just a little bit of a lack of balance here, so I don't know if it's work-life balance or just getting your act together, getting this to, you know, getting your business off the ground.
Two of Pentacles reversed could be kind of like startup problems too, like something started, but there's some delays, there's some balancing issues, as we say. So it's kind of like just having to balance a number of things in a new business or enterprise. Could be not just limited to the financial, but could also involve emotional things too, how people mix with each other, get along, lines of reporting to each other. Who accepts authority. Then we have that Ace of Spears reverse, which is the Ace of Wands. So this is sort of acting like, now I'm getting a spin like it's so new perhaps, or at least this particular company is new, is that there may be a little bit of stability issues in general is what I'm seeing. It's sort of like they're really know what they want and they're direct and energetic about getting it, but there are some balancing issues getting started, getting off the ground.
Well, and I think the Ace of Wands is indicating there's a delay to success. So it's not necessarily that it doesn't happen, although, depending on how you adjust things and you work it, I mean, that is a possibility that it doesn't get off the ground. But it looks as though, as far as it goes, the Page of Swords indicates to me that, you put a lot of thought into this. This is like, something that you really have a desire to do, and you've been thinking logically about how to get this off the ground. So it's just a matter of working out the kinks, I think, and I don't think you should expect immediate success.
Yes, I'm going to have to go with that too and say that there's a delayed gratification with that ace there. It's not saying that you won't ever, though. I'm just thinking it's really going through a cycle that it has to work out. So the Banshee will perform our Lenormand, and we'll see what that tells us. Yeah, thank you if you watched the Halloween haiku. We thought it was kind of fun. We had fun.
Okay, we'll put you on the list, and we'll get to that question hand. Thank you. But we've got a list, and I'll go over the list in just a minute.
Right, we will get to your question, so we'll keep that there.
So I have the birds, and I have the key. And so, you know what I think it means, basically, Angel, is that it's how you market this, and how you get your message across that is going to be the key to your success. So you're going to have to work pretty well at selling this to people in order to make it a success. Because the birds is about chatter and news and getting news out there to people. And it could also indicate social media might be your friend in this regard. And that is key. The key is just saying this is what you need to consider.
Right. I guess by looking at this and by relating to it, it seems like a part of this will be commission-based, so the more clients you can produce, the more clients that favor you, that sign on with you, the better. And so I think Banshee's totally right, is your success will be more tied into the energies you employ, back to our Page of Swords, getting out the news, doing the networking. Ace of Wands is a networking card, so it could just be saying that, your networking will be slow to start out, but it's not saying it's going to stay slow. And I'm just sort of feeling that way anyway, even before those cards. It's really just going to be a lot of energy you're going to have to put into it. So if you pursue it, you can make it what you want, but you're going to have to work hard for it.
Wish you a lot of luck with that, and feel free to check in again on that question, Angel.
Alrighty. So
okay,
that's what we
so
have.
we're going to move down the list, and Alma is next, and then Lisa, Irish Capricorn, Gina, Poetic Past, and Hen. Now, if only he will stay where he's at. It's almost okay.
Do you want to use these again? We
sure,
need the
I could.
experience.
Yeah.
Okay, Alma, we got your question. Thank you.
Well, Alma will... Okay, thank you.
Oh, you want to do that?
Okay, we got it. Do we want to do anything else now on that?
Yeah, and then we can...
We can maybe throw some other
further.
cards if we need to. You know, the backs of these cards,
You're welcome.
I'm positive the backs of these cards, I have that design on another deck.
It could be.
I
I've seen
know
it
I've
before.
seen
It's
it.
similar to a labyrinth design. Or it has goddessy
So we
connections too.
still do not see your question. Go scroll down and see if you see the question. I honestly am not sure what's happening. We see you writing that.
Are they taking it to our Facebook by
Oh.
chance? I could go take a quick gander over
No,
there.
I'm sure not. They would not do that. He's writing here. They're writing here. Oops. I almost lost my... I just want to make sure. No, Estelle, there is no question. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. How can you be typing to me now and I don't see the question? It's weird.
Yeah, we're not seeing that, Estelle.
Because I've gone up and down the chat list and I have not found it. Okay, I see that. Okay, as soon as we are done with Alma, we will fit you in, Estelle. Sorry you're having so many difficulties.
I'm going to check again just to see if we missed it somehow.
So give us a second and we will get to you. We'll do this reading first.
No, I'm not, but we have something there, so...
Oh,
There it is.
hello.
There it is. What's my husband like?
Where do you see that?
Right there. No, you're going too far. It's near the end. Just keep looking.
Oh, there. Oh, we do
see
see
it.
it.
We see it.
So-
You'll be next.
You'll be next. Sorry, Estelle. I see it up there.
It just seems like it just sort of turned up, though. I don't know what's going on, but okay. So we were counting
Yeah.
these, right? For Alma, back to Alma. A little slippery.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna count those again?
No,
Okay.
I was just straightening them so you didn't get mixed up.
So it actually looks like a good chance of yes, Alma. You have two aces, which are the marker. And then your final card that was not the ace is the Magician reversed. And you're going to let me go first?
Yeah, well, I can go.
It could just be that it's really sort of saying, I think it happens when you're not expecting it in a way, that it's more unexpected, that it's not because of a conscious direction or will or energy directed towards this project, this task of finding a person to be with. It just sort of comes as either good luck or just unexpectedly.
Well, I don't know if I'd look at it as good luck. The Magician reversed is not necessarily a positive card, but what I would say in relation to this question, since it is leaning towards yes, is that you will be kind of caught off guard by this. And maybe there might be some unexpected things attached to this relationship that you weren't prepared for. And maybe that could be good or bad. You know, every relationship, I mean, no relationship is perfect. I don't care how long people have been together. There's always something. So, it may not be, it just might be something unexpected and that you'll just have to ponder and consider, you know, but I think definitely something is brewing.
Well, I think another idea I have here is that maybe it just seems like it's an unlikely person. It's not the kind of person that you might have thought you'd be interested in because it's unexpected. It's just sort of rings a bell or has a resonance in a different way. You weren't expecting to be attracted to this person or to like this person, but it happens.
So the other thing is maybe there's something unexpected about this relationship. Like, for example, they come from another country or another area in the country. You know, you may eventually have to move. I don't know, but maybe it's something like that.
Let's try a Lenormand.
Yeah, let's see what we've got there. Well, the key has come up again, but this time the first card I get is the bear. And the key. So the one thing I would say about this relationship, is if...
Can I?
I'm sorry, I wanted to look at the question again. But anyway, is if, you might need to consider yourself in this matter. In other words, the key is to make sure that this person is somebody who lifts you up as opposed to bring you down, somebody who really makes you feel good about yourself. This is just a cautionary note I think it's giving here.
Well, I think that those cards actually mean that is true. That the key in this question is that you are the empowered person, and that maybe the Magician reverse represents this is a person who is not necessarily the leader in the relationship, that you will be the leader in the relationship. That could just mean that you will lead the way towards having it become a relationship, or it could also mean that in terms of how the relationship proceeds, you might be the person who has more of that take charge capability within the relationship. And that's what I think this means. The key is your assertiveness in the relationship, or your being the master of the relationship.
Well, and another more mundane interpretation of the bear is that sometimes it talks about resources and finances. So the key might be is to look into that particular thing as well. Is this person going to be supportive? Are you both going to be able to gel as far as, life together would go?
Alrighty.
All right. That's what we have for you.
So let's switch back to one of your decks now.
Oh, gee, thanks.
If you want. And we'll
I
do a
do
Sal's
want it.
question. What is their husband like?
All right, Lisa.
No, it's a Sal.
Oh, it's a cell. That's right. We're doing a cell, and then we'll do you, Lisa. Sorry. I want to get a cell in since they had so many problems, but you will be next.
And thank you for
You're very
posting your
welcome,
question.
Alma. Thank you
Yes.
for straightening me out on that. Sorry.
So what is their husband like?
Okay,
And a deck
so
from you.
a cell. Let's take a look. I'm going to use this one.
And don't forget, everybody, but we live stream twice a week, so we'll be on Sunday again from 2 to 4 p.m. So you can check us out there.
We have an awful lot of fun on Sunday, but my advice is for those who haven't been there on Sunday, get there early. Because the list gets really big on Sunday.
And tomorrow morning will be my emotional exchanges. So you can catch that Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Banshees will be on Sunday, the Material Matters. So you can catch that too. Then Monday, we believe we'll be throwing out the modality message, which is our astrology one. And that'll keep you busy for the week.
That's a lot of content this week.
Yes, and I think I'm almost ready.
Oh, you said that last time.
I know I've been saying it for a
So
while,
did
but
I.
I'm almost ready to do my soul story.
I was actually thinking of another soul story I wanted to do. It's funny you mentioned that. But also, I'm thinking of doing some other special content soon to be announced. Huh?
Okay. What
Even
is their
Mr. O
husband?
does not know.
That sounds scary. Must be Halloween.
I got 3 reversed cards. So let's see. We've got Justice reversed. We have the Emperor reversed. And we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. I'm wondering here, when I see these cards together, if this person hasn't come from a place where there's been some injustice done to them. And it might relate to money. It might relate to, possibly some business that was corrupt. And when I look at the Emperor reversed there, I kind of see that. And so they may have been cheated or swindled out of some money. And it seems like they're operating from a place of not lack or anything like that, but feeling that really injustice and working through it.
This is an amazing kind of thing here too, because I'm getting this a lot too, and I also wonder too if maybe there were some legal repercussions for them, like maybe they lost money over lawsuits that were about a particular situation where something unfair happened and they were the person who got blamed for it. Because I'm sort of perceiving that there's a sense of injustice here, that the problem is not necessarily that they committed a crime, though it kind of looks like it. It looks like they might have been in a legal situation over this, and I'm just wondering if it was one of those things that amounts to kind of like a white-collar crime, or a crime where there's no physical things going on, but there are other things going on.
But I feel that they were victimized, that they were the victim of this. I don't know why that just came strongly to me, but
I get a minor tinge of that, but I also get the feeling too, like maybe they're being blamed for something that they didn't do, and that it's not so much the victimization, but
well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I think so. In other words,
so we agree.
Yeah, we do. We do agree on that.
So they may be suffering some legal problems that might have included being blackmailed or being told that they committed something that they didn't do. They might have had to serve time or had a fine to pay for a false allegation.
This is a really odd reading for, what's your husband like? I have to say, Asal. But it is interesting because it's just the first things that popped up. Do you mind if we try again and get a little bit more information and see if we can find out something about the person? I just think that this spoke of a particular situation that is going to be really prominent around the time that you meet them.
Well, I'm wondering too if it could just be that maybe they're involved in the legal system, and maybe it's a case that they couldn't win too, and that had a bad effect for their reputation or something like that as well.
It's possible. All right, let's see what we've got here. See if we get anything else. Wow. Well,
in a way,
we have the King of Cups upright. We have the Devil upright. And we have the Ace of Wands upright. I think this person is very goal-oriented and career-oriented, and yet they have a really deep emotional side about them, the King of Cups. They're very dreamy, but in a way where they can bring those dreams to fruition, because there we have, what is that? The
Ace of Wands.
The Ace of Wands. Now, my only caveat here is this Devil, because the Devil can indicate to me that, they may have some hidden shadow side to them a little bit.
Well, I'm also wondering too that depending on where they're involved in layers of any kind of bureaucracy, institutional, that kind of thing, there's always some level of corruption in that. Maybe somebody is trying to bring them more deeper into the system to serve other interests too. But in general, if it couldn't necessarily be that, because the other thing too is that the Devil card sort of represents Capricornian nature, and therefore business. So it's kind of the nature of business in a way too. It just may be that this is more about a faceless and unaccountable institution maybe that has a level of corruption too, and that this is a good person trying to achieve for themselves, but they also have that over them.
Wow. Well, interesting. It's funny, when I was looking at the Devil, and you said Capricorn, of course, influence, and I was looking at the cup, I thought of you, Scorpio, water with moon in Capricorn.
Yes, I'm quite a piece of work.
So no. So I'm just saying that maybe it's a water sign or something, and there's also some Capricorn influence here. But there is definitely, I think there's a lot to like about this person, but they have some inner demons that, a lot of us have issues that we have to work out and try to be
At the very least,
bigger than.
at the very least, considering the last batch of cards, it might look like maybe they're a very driven person, and that a lot of times the work they do goes home with them and kind of weighs on them emotionally and otherwise.
They definitely wear their emotions on their sleeve, I think, a little bit. But yet, they have learned over time how to master them. Because that is the king. All right. Wow. Wow. Acel, you've got the house and you have the heart. My thinking is, you're going to...
This person is your husband.
This person is your husband, I think.
There's love, and they want to build a home with you.
And you will feel very at home with them. Believe it or not. So good luck, and it sounds really good, Acel. Glad we're able to get the reading in for you.
Alrighty. Thank you.
All right, we're going to move on to Lisa. Lisa had already posted her question.
Stanley is an honest business person. Okay, so that's probably a straight up yes or no.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. And I'm going to use my Dame Fortuna.
Aw, you're welcome, Acel. Good luck with that.
Yes. You're welcome.
I haven't noticed if that one new bot thing you put in there has shown up.
I have not seen it, so I'm wondering if it didn't.
So
get
maybe
in there.
it didn't work. We'll have to have our former producer look at that.
Right, because only he can help us now.
Well, we still have a few bugs in the system. All right.
Is it a bug or a feature? There you
Or
go.
both. We're doing a yes, no?
Yes.
I'll count.
No.
Maybe so?
Yes, no, maybe so. Do you want to count them this time?
No, I will. I will. Thank you. Oh. Uh-oh. Sorry, I might have grabbed two. I thought I did. Yeah, okay, got it right.
This was a very labored yes or no reading.
Well, we got only one ace, Lisa, which is meaning it's leaning towards no. I'm just going to put that there. It's the only ace in the reading. One thing we did get, I'm a little concerned about, is this Nine of Cups, and it's reversed. And then we have, I'm going to give you this one to put up there, the King of Swords, upright. So it's kind of a mixed bag.
There's nothing necessarily that reeks of dishonesty, but more likely that there's maybe other reasons it's not going to work out. Like maybe, most likely, you're going to find out it isn't exactly what you thought it was. It's sort of like not really what you had hoped for, or that the rewards or the experience just isn't going to measure up to what you were expecting in some way.
Yeah, the Nine of Cups reversed is basically like your wish card inverted. So it basically means you're not going to get out of the situation what you hoped you would, what you really wanted to. The King of Swords, though, he does seem to be kind of an upright individual. I think he's fair. I think he's honest. But I have a feeling
You're not going to make terms.
yeah,
maybe, of
something
some
is
sort.
not going to turn out the way you had planned. So, I know your question was about his honesty, and it's leaning towards no, but I get the feeling it's something else that's going on here the cards are trying to point us to.
Right. It may be a different kind of deception. It's not so much about honesty, but maybe just about how truth can actually be offered or gauged according to either cultural idioms or something else. I don't know what
Maybe
I'm
how
talking
they
about.
conduct business will not be to your liking. I don't know. But something is not going to work out ultimately. Let me see what the Lenormand says, though. We'll see. Wow. Boy, these cards are all over the place today. You're going to crack up when you see this.
Fish. Clover.
So how do we justify that with that? Because this is actually really positive. On the one hand, this is talking about fate, timing, and flow of money.
I have a feeling that maybe something lucky will happen that will take you in another direction. The fish is moving into another stream. You're streaming away. It may have something to do with that. It'll just be something lucky that kind of happens, and it will just sort of bring a different opportunity to you, maybe.
I think it might be that, like you said, it may be that
You're lucky if you get away.
this this doesn't work out, but it leads you to something that might be better. You know, sometimes timing is everything. And you may have met this person for, or gotten in touch with this, connected with this person for a reason. And it may actually ultimately open another door for you that will prove more beneficial.
The other thing is I try to put things in context to each other, and the fish swims in the water, and cups, which you have more of, the two cups there, are water, hold water. Things take form when you put it in a cup. Other than that, it just may flow. So those two ideas are there for me in the sense that this is about your happiness, and that maybe where this direction leads, the leading, how it forms in the future away from that with luck, may bring you more happiness.
So it is ironic because, you know, here it does show you're not getting your wish, but ultimately, if your goal was to make money and to have a good business, it seems like it may be coming from somewhere else but connected to this. If that makes sense at all.
So good luck.
Good luck with that. It's really good cards to end with, and overall, this, you know, that Nine of Cups, though, like I get that in the question, and that's why I have to go with, I don't think this is going to work out exactly as you thought it would. So keep your eye open for something better that might surface. And that's what we have for you, Lisa. Good luck with that. And hey, Irish Capricorn, you are up. And then Gina, Poetic Past, and Hen.
Woohoo.
Yeah, I mean, we might get done early. I've been having a busy week at work. It's been crazy busy. I have so much to get done before I leave there in December, so just going to have to try to not get carried away and do the workaholic thing that I've been known to do from time to time. All right. Irish Capricorn is up, then Gina, Poetic Past, and Hen. Hey, Irish C, where are you?
And unlike Sunday, our frame rate is wonderful. Everything is just peachy.
Yeah, imagine that. So that's why I wonder if it's that room. Maybe we'll have to do a test stream in there and see if it happens again.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to type an Irish name.
Yep. Well, it's such a short list. If we have to put them at the bottom, it's really not the end of the world, people.
That's true.
Yeah, I see you're here, Hent Hent. There's still a couple people in front of you before, how should I say, after Irish.
Well, we're about to move on from Irish. Who will be next? Gina, right?
Gina is up. So, Gina, go ahead with your question, and we'll try to fit Irish in. All right.
It won't be long, though.
Yeah, it won't be too long.
Whoops. I opened up iMovie by accident.
We'll give Gina just a moment. The cat is being unusually polite and staying in place. Hey, Gina.
Sound again.
There you are. Okay. Well, I've got the Golden Girls. So that's what you get, Gina.
How do you want to do this one?
I think it's a yes-no. She wanted a yes-no.
That's true. Did you already shuffle, or do you want to shuffle again?
I'll shuffle again.
There you go.
Thank you. I hope they're doing okay over there in Oregon.
Yeah.
We have friends who live there as well.
I know quite a few people these days now.
Yeah. All right.
And they're all really close to Portland, too.
Do you want me to count?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. Dirt on my card. Oh no. Wow. This is really interesting.
Oh.
I got it probably yes, but this is really interesting because look what I got, Gina. The card in the middle was the King of Wands. And so...
Casey, what are you doing there?
We have the Ace of Cups as one, and it's reversed, and the Ace of Swords. So to me, it's kind of indicating somebody else may be there.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because when I saw that king came up, I thought it was indicating that I wasn't going to get another ace, that he's just there with his mom. But I'm getting the feeling that there might be somebody else there.
Well, right, because that's a card of a fire sign, and you said he's an earth sign, right? He's Capricorn.
Yeah.
And I don't know if mom is a fire sign or if it's just that energy.
It's that energy. He's very enterprising. He's kind of workaholic-y. or he at least is on top of his game, his business. So, it's a card of a businessman, but a very top of their game businessman.
Well, there's a lot of barren branches around there with the fire too. So I'm just seeing like a direct metaphor with the wand, the fire, and of course he's there in Portland.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh no.
Oh, son, man.
Sonny, did you have to do that deliberately? Really? And so...
So it looks like yes.
What?
It looks like yes. We're actually wondering if it's maybe a man or a male energy, but who knows, right?
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if the other person you were thinking might be there is a fire sign, and that's why we got, the wand. I'm not sure. But it is interesting because I swear, and remember, this is a leaning towards yes. It's not a definite net yes. And I think what it's really telling me, he is there. He is definitely there. And somebody else might be there with him. So let's take a look here.
Well, I think Gina knew that he was there because of the
Okay, he's
mom.
Cap and Mom is Scorpio. Okay.
Oh. My mom is Scorpio.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't it a bitch?
Oh, stop.
My mom's a good bitch.
Your mom is feisty as all get out, but I
love
would
my
never
mom.
call her that.
Of course not. We love her.
She's awesome.
But that would explain kind of their relationship. Capricorns and Scorpios really get along well together. I always get along great with Capricorns. Except for my son.
Oh,
No, I
who
do.
is probably listening.
Well, we argue a lot, but I think we really like each other. The house. The anchor. Oh.
You know what? He's looking out for his mom's security absolutely right now. I really feel that. And that's why he's there. He's offering her some support and stability right now during these crazy times.
Yeah, it's probably pretty much, what he has to do right now. And this is really, where he's anchored at is his home, the home, with her.
I feel that is more the what is going on around him right now. If he does have that somebody else with him, his focus really is on his mom.
Make up your mind. Now she's a Taurus. Well, that's almost the same thing because they're 6 months opposite. I know Taurus ladies, they're like Scorpios.
Oh, stop it. That was my mom, and boy.
Well, she wasn't even necessarily the first person I thought of.
Well, we know a few Scorpios. And actually, hey, I get along with them.
See? Her mom was a Taurus. I bet her mom could beat up your mom.
Oh, jeez.
It'd be an interesting match. We having fun.
Somebody is. Well, that's what we have for you, Gina. I think really the focus is there more than anything, which just leaves some room for doubt for me. I think the cards are leaving a slight window of maybe he is alone. I mean, there is that chance that he is alone, even though you got the probably yes, because I really do think the focus is there. Maybe is it possible that this person was there for a while but has left, flew back or whatever, and he's still sticking around? It could be something like that too. And that's what I got for you. Hey, Irish Capricorn, did you come back?
I think Hen's next.
Yeah, I know who's next, but I'm checking on Irish.
Okay. Well, we
Aww.
are down on viewers.
Well, that's sweet, you know. I like when, you know, family sticks together like that. That's very sweet. All right, I guess we're going to move on to Poetic Past. You are up. And then Hend Hend and Irish Capricorn if they've returned.
Excuse me.
Well, I wish them the best out there. I wish everybody the best on the West Coast there. Things are so bad. Still. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I may have to dive into that a little deeper with you at some point, Gina. We'll have to check out. Maybe the question being, as he lets someone go. No, I'm not retiring till December. You don't have to worry about me yet. But hey, I don't know how you could top the DNA helix anyway. I just don't know. That was so awesome.
And one of our cats is always entranced with it. Another one kind of comes and goes. Another one probably doesn't know it's there because that cat is just doesn't know if it's there. But it's a big hit with literally 50%.
Is it bark time yet? Well, we can always make it bark time.
I love the bark.
Yes, he does. I have to guard mine carefully.
I'm going to type in poetic, but I have a feeling they're not here. We're down on our viewers.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, Hend, get your question. Oh, you did give us your question. So I'll take a look for that while we're waiting for Poetic Past. Oh, there it is. Okay. What are the feelings of the person in my mind and the future of our connection? Okay. We'll just give Poetic one more minute and then we'll get to yours, Hend Hend. But I think they're gone.
I really like this weather because now I can unfettered just start making soup more often. I love soup.
I love his chicken noodle soup. He just makes a great chicken noodle soup.
I want to make more. more kinds of soup.
I'm not a big soup eater, so that really frustrates him because there's just very few that I eat. But I love his chicken noodle.
You're more of a clear broth person, and I tend to like things that are a little bit
Creamy.
more hearty or creamy. So our tastes are too different, maybe.
A fresh batch of bark.
Yay!
Well, woof woof. We approve. Okay, so Hend Hend, we're gonna ask that. We're gonna answer your question. Did you hear it, Mr. O?
Yeah. It was up there. Okay. Yes. Hi, Hen Hen. Okay.
I seem to have lost it again, but there it is. Seema, okay. What are the feelings of the person in my mind and the future of our connection? So I think we need 3 cards for that. Do you want one of your decks?
Sure. Let's do the Crow Magic.
Okay.
I haven't done it yet. Thank you for the question, Hen Hen. Yeah, I like a good beef stew. I like the vegetables. And you know what I really like that's become popular in recent years? Chicken pot pie soup.
Ah,
French onion.
you know what I did like, I've had not too long ago, is chicken tortilla soup. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
I do like that one with the little kick and spice in there. It's awesome.
I think I would like black bean soup. I don't think I've had it a whole lot, but I like lentil, and I think sometimes lentils have black beans in them. I tried to make a vegetarian chili, but it came off more like a vegetarian chili soupish.
Uh-oh.
But most people liked it. It was just more soupy than chili-ish, and it had lots of good beans in it. It was pretty popular. I made it for our work potluck. Okay. Do you have the question again?
No. I was afraid you were going to ask. Okay. Okay. What are the feelings of the person in my mind and the future of our connection?
Okay, the first card is the reversed Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
The second card is the Ten of Wands. It's upright. And then the third card is Death, but it's reversed. Well, the Wheel of Fortune, they may be feeling unlucky. They may feel you're unlucky. They may feel things are haphazard or accidental, that you have fateful occurrences, perhaps. With the Ten of Wands, they may actually feel that maybe you're not really in charge of your life, that maybe you're indebted to someone, or that you have obligations either to things or other people, and that so maybe they don't see you as being accessible in certain ways. This could be a reflection on themselves. Maybe they feel that they're the ones who are indebted, and that so it could be both, I think. Did you want
I love egg drop soup, Gina. That's one of my favorites. I do like that as well. And I hate to be on the more negative side of this, but I have to say the Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Death card reversed, they're kind of indicating to me that this is not going anywhere, at least not presently. There just seems to be feelings of burdens or difficulties that this person feels. Maybe they feel that it's things are too complicated. Maybe they feel there are obstacles. But it looks as though this person that's in your mind and what's going on there's stagnation, and there's kind of a negative turn of the wheel. And so I feel that if anything is to happen or develop, it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of patience. And I think that's indicated by the burdens there, the Ten of Wands as well. So I'm not going to say never to this, but I'm going to say there are definitely some challenges here for this relationship to develop. And it's possible maybe they have too much stuff going on in their own personal life that is impeding them from moving towards you.
It's mostly what I think. I don't necessarily see that they don't favor you in any regard. It just mostly seems that they're occupied by obligations and circumstances that are kind of demanding from their time or their ability to be more accessible. And then the other thing too is that the Death card maybe is a serious sign that maybe to some degree they have a major thing that is afflicting them. There may be some major restriction on them in some way. I don't know if it has anything to do with their culture or their gender or circumstances, but I get the feeling like there is something that is possibly a considerable restriction on their ability to even be considering a friendship at this point.
Let me throw the Lenormand on this.
So we're going to do a couple more cards just to see if it tells us anything. Oh, Gina, I wish you lived closer. I would make this for you and bring it to you. It's my favorite soup that I can make, and it's called creamy chicken corn chowder. And it's a favorite that my coworkers used to like me to make. Creamy chicken corn chowder. I guess I could give you the recipe. On the other hand, maybe you don't like corn or chowder. I don't know. Or chicken.
Okay.
So, Additionally, you have the stars, and then you have the lady.
It's very...
It's kind of contradicting the first one, isn't it?
Well, I feel it's very positive to end with. And
yeah.
what I would like to just end on a more positive note with you, because the cards indicate that don't lose hope. You know, anything worthwhile is worth waiting for. And so, you know, bide your time. It's not going to happen fast, but maybe there is hope that something can develop in time.
Well, it could be that this restriction, this is the major part of the restriction, though, is going to be hard to change, but it won't mean that it can't change, and that it could just be because it's the cycle right now is against the change for whatever reasons. Because Banshee's right, this really does see something more likely inspiring that could happen. It just may be a matter of really getting through where they're limited or where they don't have the ability to really express themselves.
I will say, Hen, sometimes the Lenormand will just pick up your moods as well. And so it is possible that what it's saying is here, that it really recognizes, you know, you just have this great desire and hope that something will work out. And, you know, I wouldn't lose that right now. It's not totally a no, but I will say there are some major flags here. At some point, you may have to make a decision to let it go and move on. But for now, I'd say don't lose hope yet.
Right. There's nothing that really says it won't ever happen. It just sort of seems like at this time there are clearly some restrictions. And you mentioned the distance, so that really does sort of give us that idea too.
Yeah.
Yes, I will give you the recipe.
Just keep your eyes wide open, you know. And I mean, if there's a distance and, you know, you're communicating through social media or the internet or phone calls, you know, just kind of keep paying attention to the cues you get. I know you're saying right now you feel like you're getting mixed signals, and that's putting you in a state of confusion. So just pay attention to that, and you'll know. You know, I think you'll trust your gut and know if it's time to let go or if you should hold out a little longer. And that's what we have for you, Hen. I wish you luck, and feel free to come back and check on this again in a few weeks and see if anything has changed.
Take care. Thank you. So we got to see if anybody came back, eh? I have a feeling they didn't.
Well, Libra Cusp, are you here? Was there somebody else we missed too?
Poetic.
We did get and Poetic Past.
But I have a feeling...
It's not Libra Cusp, it was Irish Capricorn.
Whoops. Sorry, you're right.
Oh, you're very welcome, Hen. So let me see.
Thank you.
Well, we have some extra time.
Yeah. We look so excited.
What to do?
I want to make creamy chicken corn chowder now. I suddenly have a taste for it.
Well, I'll tell you what we will do for anybody remaining in the room. If you'd like some a yes/no question answered, we'll do an easy question that can be answered with a yes/no answer.
I got one.
What?
Is Oberon's chicken soup really good?
Really? You want me to ask that question?
No.
I will. I'm just going to draw one card on that. How about that,
no.
Mr.
I'm doomed.
Well, it was the Chariot reversed, which means you shouldn't... haste makes waste, Mr. O.
Oh, I'm thinking of a worse metaphor. Oh, no. It's going to drive you somewhere.
Oh.
Well, we could show pictures of Mr. Sunman. Hello there.
So how would you read that in relation to your chicken soup? The Seven of Pentacles.
It's worth waiting for.
Oh, you put a lot of work into it.
Oh, you got to do it very slowly.
So last call for a yes/no question. Just any question, we'll do it for you. And maybe not. Okay.
We might be the only two people here.
Are we the only two people left? What happened?
Look.
Huh.
Oh.
Nope, Gina's there.
Oh, okay.
So, anybody have a yes/no question? Gina, do you want another question answered? We could do it for you right now.
Should I let Mr. O give me this recipe?
I have a question. Should we let Gina send us some chocolate bark? Of course, I don't know why I have to ask the cards that, but hey, why not?
It's always good to have an objective, view there.
Mr. O, would you like a shuffle and cut?
Why, I would.
Well, we are far from gourmet, although I do kick some butt with my desserts. Do I not?
You're a baker.
I'm a baker more than a cook. Although I can do the cooking thing too. I've experimented a bit. But Mr. O is the cook of the house.
Ooh, we see you. We will do that question. It's kind of misleading because the YouTube's information says there's only two people here, but I think we're really one. We both have a monitor set up, but I think we're signed in under the same identity.
It says no! You should not make us to bark. Why? We have the... What's going on? Why do I not see the camera? There we go. We have the Knight of Wands reversed. And we have the Eight of Swords reversed. Maybe this means it's going to get lost in the mail. Stuck in the slow post office deliveries.
I
The Knight of Wands reversed even indicates something, a missed opportunity of some sort.
Oh, dear. Okay, you should check the chat.
Okay.
Gina did ask a question.
Oh, no!
We would have to let this one be off the record.
I'm going to do it. I'm scared as heck to do it, but I'm going to do it. I have been right 3 times now, Gina, in my predictions. So do we want to do it as a yes? Yeah, we're going to do it as a yes/no. So,
Okay.
Let's see.
Maybe we should let Jean... Oh, we're going to do it as yes/no. Okay, yes.
Yep.
Right. Mhm. Hey, pretty boy.
I make a really mean grilled cheese. I know that's silly, but I do. And grilled ham and cheese.
I make lasagna. Not an Italian lasagna, but
I make
it's
a great
damn
mac and
good.
cheese.
That's pretty good too. So lasagna's baking. You have to cook all the other stuff.
Oh boy.
How are we asking it?
Will the T be reelected in November?
Okay.
And if it doesn't go our way, I think we should do 2 out of 3.
I just figured out OTR is off the record. That means I have to turn off the cameras.
That's funny.
No. We'll say the cat made us do it. He did it.
Okay, well, it's leaning towards yes. And we have the Page of Wands reversed, which is really interesting here. It's
Shoot the messenger.
it's kind of like a petulant little child, if you know what I mean.
The Page of Wands reversed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, temperamental, nasty, but also the Page of Wands reversed could indicate some bad news. And wouldn't it be bad news? And unfortunately, so then we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Wands reversed. And if I had to say anything else about this with those aces, I might say that, the economy and job opportunities is what's scaring people into making their decision. And anyway, I'm not going to go in there how I feel about it because I'm trying to remain objective.
Gina says 2 out of 3. Let's use a different deck this time.
Okay.
We're going to use my legend, the Arthurian.
And ask it the same way again, because we should do 2 out of 3 the same way. I have this thing I did when Obama was elected the first time, and it was well before the Democratic primary that year, so I didn't hear his great speech that got all that acclaim and stuff. But what I drew one card because I was asked who the next president would be, and I got the star upright, and I said, well, it's going to be the candidate of hope, Obama, and because he was known back then as the candidate of hope, and it turned out I was right. There's a lot of anger in the Wands reversed, sometimes misplaced anger, and that's why I said an impetuous child. Okay. You can count them this time, Mr. O. And I'm glad we're using a different deck, so we'll see how it comes out. Oh, geesh. Well, we'll see how it goes. Is that one? No. It was the 7 of Spears. You're doing this so slowly and deliberately, Mr. O.
Mostly because I can't read them. I want to count this one again, but this time we have only one ace, so it is leaning towards no.
So I think, well, we asked it the same way we asked it the first time, because if we were doing 2 out of 3, so we asked if he was going to be reelected in November, and it's leaning towards no now. And what's the cards there?
This is the 9 of Swords reversed.
Which means healing and release from pain and sorrow.
And this is the Queen of Cups reversed by a crazy lady.
Well,
no,
I think again, it's kind of like, I wonder if you put those two cards together, it's healing the wounded self, you know?
Well, this is often held to be a person who has emotional difficulties, who imagines wild things, and this could be applied to a lot of people that follow them. So,
I think when I look at those cards, I'm almost thinking of, you know, the country. as opposed to that's not talking about him so much as that these cards are talking about the country and what happens if he was not reelected.
Well, a lot of people think astrologically the country is a Cancer, July 4th, as its birth date. And of course, that would give it the emotional resonance of a Queen of Cups. And reversed, it makes a really strong metaphor there. So let's do the third one.
Well, we got to do a third one, and I think we should use a different deck again. So,
absolutely.
What did I use? So let's
Gina,
use this
are you
one.
with us still? Are you sticking around for this hairy stuff?
I think she is.
I think so.
All right, we're going to do the third one, Gina. And I'm going to ask it the same way again.
Oh my, I'm sorry. I'm yawning a little bit.
Well, we can end the show after this, I think. We're fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Just a slow night again. It seems like last year, I remember around this time of year, it just got kind of slow on Thursdays.
It's back to school stuff.
Yeah. People are busy.
Two out of three.
So we're back to 0, but here we go. I did not finish that the way I wanted, so give it a good shuffle, Mr. O. Okay, this is it. I'll talk about that in a moment. Okay. I have it. All right.
Not a problem. The studio tells me that there was somebody else here, so I figured it's you. To the bitter end, Gina. Sleep and rest. I can't sleep and rest now.
Well, none of these have been definite. Let's just say that. And I really don't understand this card here. So we've got it leaning towards yes again, Gina, that he will be reelected. And yet my card is the Empress upright, which really seems paradoxical in regards to Trump. What do you think? What does that mean?
Well, of course, when you ask questions specifically, you get specific answers. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. We said, will he be elected? Yes. Will he be inaugurated? Will he serve as president? That's another question. I don't know.
I personally look at that card and I think that maybe it's saying that he will be elected, but there's some how should I say this, creative thing going on here. In other words, was there some meddling? Was there some reason he was able to get elected due to some creative machinations of his, everybody, I mean, clearly he doesn't seem like the sharpest tool in the shed sometimes, but he certainly knows how to finagle things. So that's what I'm wondering.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say either, but I'll be honest with you. I usually just pull a card at random when I ask the question about the president. And as he was shuffling the cards there, I pulled the Wheel of Fortune upright. And so
that's Sphinx.
What do you mean? I think what it means is that, it's going to be a lucky fluke either if he takes it. But I asked who would be president, and I get the Wheel of Fortune. So what I think it's ultimately saying is it's in the hands of fate right now. And it is kind of, in my mind, personally as a psychic, I have been very wary about making this prediction because I feel it is incredibly up in the air right now. And I have never felt this way before. And as a matter of fact, the first time he was elected, I knew he was going to be the president. I had already predicted it. I think it was in July or June of that year. So,
Gina made a really interesting comment about this card.
oh yeah, I can see that.
He's a woman emotionally.
I think that's true. He needs somebody to mother him clearly and take care of his needs.
I don't get it.
Well, this was fascinating, Gina. I still feel it's an open book still.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I can say these are credible readings to me per se. I think this is the biggest one right here, the Wheel of Fortune, because I think that this one, is just going to be somebody is going to be lucky and is going to get in just by the skin of their teeth.
Well, the other thing is, of course, we're the ones who say it's a snapshot in time. And,
Ball of good that could very well be. There's a lot of confused information right now.
That's could be the strategy that he wants, to keep things so chaotic and confusing that under this cover, the Supreme Court can do what it did in 2000 or however you want to look at that.
I will just say that I personally have not been feeling very positive about the way things are headed.
You have a soul sister.
Ah. I just didn't believe the polls back then. I didn't believe them. I saw the kinds of crowds he was attracting. I could see the signs everywhere in my state, and I just knew. I even told somebody who called me from the other party that, I'm sorry, guys. I think you've blown this one. And I explained to them why I felt that way. And I said, you guys need to change your messaging. And you need to make sure you're including everybody in the party, because there's a big part of the party that feels left out. And I wanted to think they listened, but I'm not sure we got that candidate that's going to pull everybody in the Democratic Party together. So I'm still keeping an open mind about this one because I feel it could go either way. I really do.
Thanks, Gina.
Hey, absolutely. And the cards can change in a few weeks, which is why we put off doing our video on this, because we wanted to give it a little more time. It's just everything's so crazy right now. But anyway, we're going to close with that, guys.
There's a new Chad out there, and I wouldn't mind hanging out, Chad.
No comment. This is a family show, Mr. O. All right. Hey, Gina, it's been great hanging out with you at the end. I think, oh, God. Why is he showing his head? Okay. No! All right. And say bye to Sunman. And hey, Gina, we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's such fun being with you. And everybody who joined us tonight.
Now we have to go into the editing area and edit out the last 10 or 15 minutes.
Can you edit a live stream? I haven't done that.
We've done that.
Okay.
Not while it's live.
Okay.
I've edited off the trailer. You know that.
Oh, okay. That's
Snipping,
right.
trimming.
Snipping.
Trim.
Everybody thinks everything should be run by a business, like a business. Not everything should be run like a business, in my opinion. I'm sorry, it's not. everything is not corporate speak. And, like education, for example, some might argue with me about healthcare, but I really feel healthcare should not be the big corporate conglomerate it has turned into. And I feel our government the same way. It is not meant to be a corporate interest. It is in the people. We're here for the people. It shouldn't be that hard to understand.
But you saw that movie.
Yeah.
Soylent Green is people.
Yeah. If you say. All right, Gina, we're just babbling now, so we're going to let you go.
But you know what? We're good at it.
We're good at it. And we'll see you next time, Gina.
I'm going to play your helix
Oh, yeah,
again.
don't miss the extra because the outro or whatever you call it, because we'll have it play again.
Right now.
Yep. We'll see you. Take care.
Love you.
Bye-bye.